Hello and welcome our viewers into a new episode of your show Around Kuwait, where every episode we come to you with a new topics that we're going to discuss, me and my colleague. Of course, I'm your host Abdulatif Al-Nizi, and today I'm joined with my colleague Hiba. Good evening, Hiba.
Good evening, Abdulatif, and a great welcome to all of the viewers who are watching us today in a new episode of Around Kuwait. As you all know, we are going to spot more about the things that are happening here in the country, the new things, and of course, when it comes into all of the updates. So we're going to head to our first headline.
Yes, of course, where every episode we have almost 3 headlines that we're going to discuss, talk about it, and to share the experience, of course, with you. And for the first headline, we have the Kuwait Winter Wonderland, a magical celebration under the winter sunset. A magical place that we're going to cover and to discuss and to talk about. Of course, I'm really excited for it.
Indeed, and I'm very sure everyone is also excited about it at the same time. And for our second headline, we're going to know and explore more about the ancient treasure that's found in Yemen. That is going to be presented by Dr. Muhammad Ali Al-Haj. And, exploring that ancient time in Yemen is something really amazing. I'm very sure everyone's going to be really excited about it.
We are really excited also to share the experience and what we found and what we are going to explore, especially here in Yarmouk Cultural Center. And of course, for the third topic, we have GCC Information Technology Communication Conference for Innovation, Security, Collaboration. These are the topics we are really excited to talk for it. Of course, we're going to delve into the first topic, but after this report, so stay tuned, our viewers.
Hello everyone tuning in, my name is Nasser Borshed and I'm at, well, as you can guess behind me, I'm at Winter Wonderland for its second installment. Last year they came here and it was such a success, and this year on its second season it's bigger and better. So come with me, let's have a few chats, ask a few people, ask the organizers, and we'll be right back.
The Kuwait Winter Wonderland, an annual extravaganza, unfolded beneath the vibrant hues of a winter sunset. The crisp air carried the laughter and excitement of families and friends as they immersed themselves in the joyous atmosphere of the theme park. Amidst the colorful lights and the infectious energy, the park sprawled with a multitude of rides that beckoned thrill seekers of all ages. The gentle winter breeze made it an ideal day to enjoy the outdoors, and the festive spirit was palpable. From the towering roller coasters to the whimsical carousels, every ride promised an adventure, and people eagerly waited their turns with the anticipation etched on their faces. Families gathered at the heart of the Wonderland. The organizers, efficient in their coordination, ensured smooth transitions between attractions.
I try as best as I can to treat the people with as much happiness, as much smiles, try to welcome them in, try to joke around with them as much as possible, try to have a friendly environment for them all. But as you know, dealing with rides, people get so tired with the whole waiting, the whole busyness and everything. So you just try to make it feel as calm as possible, as welcoming as possible. You're just trying to have a friendly face with everyone else.
Their expertise was not just local. Experts from the United Kingdom had been brought in to administer and guarantee the safety of the rides, adding an international touch to the event. Between the adrenaline-pumping rides, the park offered respites in the form of charming restaurants and cozy coffee shops. The aroma of festive treats filled the air, enticing visitors to indulge in a culinary journey while taking in the enchanting surroundings. The organizers' meticulous planning was evident in the seamless fusion of entertainment and comfort. As the night descended, the Winter Wonderland transformed into a magical realm, illuminated by twinkling lights and the radiant smiles of those partaking in the festivities. It was a testament to the success of the event, a convergence of joy, laughter, and the seamless orchestration by organizers who had turned a chilly evening into a spectacle of warmth.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Thanks to our colleague Nasser Borshed for his amazing report that he actually did when it comes into Kuwait Winter Wonderland. I mean, seeing people over there getting really excited and exploring Winter Wonderland is something really amazing. I mean, these are the places that people were really excited about, and it's winter season. I'm very sure everyone is taking all of the opportunity for them to go explore and enjoy.
To have this remarkable experience under this atmosphere in the Joy Park, I mean, it's got to be magical. because for a long time we've been waiting for such places here in Kuwait, and now we have it. And I thought that people will only attend there in the first couple of weeks, maybe the first month. For a lot of people, they will went only, like, let's say the first time, maybe 2 times, and then they will not go to it. But no, actually, every time you go, you will have this different experience. I went to it 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times, and every time it's more fun. The friendly faces, as we heard on the report, the organizers, I mean, they say we welcome them on the friendly faces and laughing. So this is actually what makes it even better. So you went to
yes,
Winter
I went at
Wonderland.
the beginning. To be honest, I didn't explore it yet. Hopefully, I will go and enjoy with the family and friends. But you know, it's not only the organizers of the Latif, but also the volunteers, the ones who are actually, let's say, volunteering to work to organize the whole park itself. I mean, the crew that are there for the entrance, for each and individual game that is actually presented is something very amazing. I mean, they're volunteering, and at the same time, you can see them really happy, having that great smile, trying to give that friendly environment that everyone could enjoy. And now, when we're talking about now season, it's more of the final, mid-final for the students.
Yes.
Therefore, for college students, for adults, for everyone who are not really associated with school, this is your opportunity to go and have fun at
It's a little
Kuwait
bit not
Winter
that-
Wonderland,
yeah.
because it's not going to be that crowded, because everyone now, especially the government school, are having their final midterms, let's say.
Even
Yeah.
if you see the past weekend, it was kind of empty.
Yeah.
Kuwait, all of it, like no one is in the outside. I felt like, is all of the residents, everyone in school? I
Yes.
mean, no,
Yes.
that cannot be possible. But what I saw is most of the people that go to Winter Wonderland, to K-Land, to a lot of places.
Yes.
Is
We have
actually
different kind of places
students.
that is actually open now.
Yeah.
Therefore, that's why we
Most of them are students.
And you know, Abdul Latif, is one of the things that the Winter Wonderland actually did increase the number of people to visit.
to the attendees, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, to the
Therefore,
visitors.
that's why maybe you would see that it's not really crowded like it used to be. But again, it's the finals. Everyone, especially the past 2 weeks, were more of, let's say, a science lab test. We have the ones
yes.
that is actually computer science also is presented, and computer labs. Therefore, now within the upcoming 2 weeks are going to also be the mid-finals. That's why it's still going to be less crowded. But after that, I mean, trust me, it's going to be
actually
very
give-
crowded.
You give the trick for a lot of people, and it's actually a good advice for me to go, because for the last time I wanted to play, I could only play 2 games.
Yeah.
I went there for almost 7 hours. I only played 2 games. The line is really long.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take 2 hours, 1 hour and a half, just to get inside one game, 5 minutes, 3 to 2 minutes, and then you off.
Yes.
Of course, you have this remarkable experience, and it's actually worth it. A lot of people say, no, it's not worth it. No, it's actually worth it. If you go there, wait for an hour just to play a game, it's actually worth it. And talking about the prices, and also talking about the size and the visitors. Before it was like almost 3,000 visitors. Now it's 6,000 visitors. The double from the last year to this time. The last year, a lot of people, me and my family, we couldn't go, because the ticket system was actually different. Everything was actually
Yes.
different. Now it's more organized. You can download the TEC application. I think it's TEC, and Touristic Enterprises Company. Yeah. So, and from the applications, from the App Store, and you can go really easy, really simple, and you will find also the places that you can attend to. But talking to this magical place, Kuwait Winter Wonderland, a lot of people says, no, Abdul Latif, we went to it. The other countries, to the Western countries, to the European Winterland, was actually better. No, because most of the time there it's actually rainy, and when it rains, they have to
Yes.
shut it down.
Yes.
And it doesn't have like the sun.
I mean, it's not
clean
only
air.
that, it's really cold, you know. We do enjoy
Yeah.
cold weather, but once you're in a roller coaster and that windy, cold weather hits
Zero
your
Celsius
face,
degree on your face.
I mean, you're gonna lose the interest of playing and enjoying a roller coaster. But
and
again,
humidity also, so it's gonna freeze your mustache, it's gonna freeze your eyebrows.
Yes.
So definitely you don't
Yes.
want to go there.
yes, indeed.
You don't want to have the
But you
experience.
know, talking about what we actually have here is something really amazing. You can see many roller coasters that's actually presented. Some of them are really risky, but it's really fun for a certain
Not
age
risky, it means
appropriate.
like dangerous. No, because the safety precautions on it was double checked every day before every time it's wanted to play. They actually check on it. So
Yes.
it's not like what you see on social media, roller coaster
Yeah.
falls. Or, no. It doesn't happen here. The service is actually amazing. This remarkable weather. You
Yes.
have to go and try it.
Indeed.
But
indeed.
go early, okay?
Especially because I really do enjoy roller coasters, and I mean, when it's really dangerous, risky, you want to enjoy that, you know, the edge, reaching towards the sky and turning all around is something really amazing.
It's
But
feeling.
one of the most important thing is we'd like to highlight that there are even some places for kids and children. Therefore, there are more certain areas presented for them. You can enjoy the rides with your children and kids if you want to go and have fun. I mean, there is the worm roller coaster that
Oh,
we
it's fun.
actually, we actually saw some parents riding with their kids.
Yes,
It
it's for
was really
family.
fun, you know, because
Yeah.
you can see how enjoyable they get to. And then we have the haunted house and many
No,
different.
the haunted house is actually, I tried it.
Yeah.
It's really fun, but it's not suitable for kids. I
Okay.
mean, it's really scary, really scary. I mean, the volunteers inside it that's wearing the costumes, you don't see them from where they're coming. You actually don't see them from where they're coming. And they have this remarkable spirit that after they scare you, they check up on you and then they disappear
They
from
disappear,
your eyes.
yeah.
The experience is actually remarkable. I don't get scared easily. I watched lots of movies like The Nun alone, and I don't get scared. I've never get scared.
Yes.
So, but on that, the haunted house, it was really scary. It was a remarkable experience. But mentioning the worm coaster, I tried it with my nephew. It's really fun. It's not like, let's say,
It's for
maybe
kids.
boring for the kids. No,
Yeah.
it's actually fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually fun.
Yeah.
You can have this great experience.
Because
on
it goes like slowly and then suddenly it moves really fast, you know?
Not that fast, but
yeah, but
in
for
fun way,
for
yeah.
a child, it's going to be really fast.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But in the end, I mean, you have to try it in order for you to have the experience and enjoy it. And also at the same time, we've seen so many people winning toys, you know, trophies, especially the
This
ones
is
that
actually
are.
why we go there.
Yes, so
Yeah.
it's more of the place where you can actually, let's say, for instance, go like once I went in the beginning, and there was a game where you actually, let's say, collect, for instance, yellow ducks or something like
Yellow
that.
ducks.
And then the amount of what you collect or you hunt is what you get as a trophy. So you can see lots of carrots, lots of bananas people are carrying, and I'm like, what did you actually do in order to gain
The
it?
basketball, most of
yeah,
it. Yeah. I'm
basketball.
gonna give you the tricks, guys. I'm gonna give
Okay.
you the tricks because I want a lot of bananas and carrots and also the fuzzy animal, the
Yeah.
wolf. So how do they do it? Is actually most of the people. I need to mention something first. Is most of the people. They want to go there and they won't come out of Kuwait Winter Wonderland unless they want something. And if you see someone like no one is leaving from there without winning a thing. Almost everyone. So what's the reason is I watched a lot of YouTube videos and also this at social media. What's the secret
Yes.
behind the basketball? Because it's different. It's a tricky one. And also there are the throwing rings. And also there are the one of the ball that you have to get it inside the box, but it's really bouncy ball. So you have to get it inside. And there is also a trick behind it. I mean, you have
Yeah.
to throw it, there is a sign. You have to throw it after the world from the sign. And the most remarkable thing on this experience is actually they tell you, the guys who was working there, they tell no, you have to throw it this way, try to throw it this way. They give you the trick.
Yeah.
And all what you
They
can do
help
is
you out.
have the experience. You have to do it, and it's not that expensive. A lot of people say no. It's actually only will cost you like 1 dinar, 2 dinars only for the experience, and you can
Yes.
play it with your kids.
Yes.
So it is really magical. And about the choice that you're having, I mean, most of it when I finish from Kuwait Winter Wonderland, I actually give it away to the people who are outside who didn't want that thing. I actually do it because it
it's
won't fit
fun.
in my car. It's really big.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen.
really big.
It's like a really tall of a person, you know. It's the height of a person once you carry the banana or
Yeah,
the
I mean, it's
carrot.
actually longer than you.
Yeah,
the banana,
yeah.
it's actually longer than you.
Yeah, right. So also, aside to that, to be honest, one of the games that I really used to enjoy playing, and it is actually presented in Winter Wonderland, is the horse race. Like there is a stage where you sit with maybe 10 person, and then there's a white ball that you start to hit and try to fit the ball inside a certain holes that has numbers. Therefore, you will see the horse or the camel starts to race, and the one who hits the end will win. So it was really fun because this was something we used to do in the, let's say, when I was a kid. And then,
it's one of the old games, but fun one,
so it was really fun to see that.
Yeah, I mean, most of the games are new to us. Most of it, like let's say the throwing rings, the basketball, and the bouncy ball. But there are some of the games like throwing the darts, the golf one, and all of it are really great. Old, we loved it when we were kids. To the old, to the entertainment city that we used to have before.
Yes.
But we need to mention something, is actually the organizers over there, the volunteers. While you are waiting, you will have this great experience. They will talk to you. They will try to cheer you up, killing time. Because it's a crowded, there is a huge line. That doesn't mean that the organizing is actually wrong. No, they're actually doing it correctly. But the game takes a couple of time, couple of minutes. And when you calculate the line, how many people on the line, I mean, tens, hundreds of people sometime. So they actually cheer you up. They talk to you like, how did you find? What's the best game? You, without even feeling it, Hibba. Okay, you're up. Wait, how? No, there was actually it's over 30 to 25 minutes. The waiting line, it's not actually hours most of the time, but they talk to you through it. They cheer you up. And whenever you walk, you will see the presence of the Ministry of the Interior, okay? And you will see the presence of the police, and all of them, you will see them inside trying to take care of all of the people there, trying to take care that everything is actually safe. In all of the Kuwait Winter Wonderland, all of the inside, it's open space, but it's forbidden for smoking. You cannot smoke in there. There are specific places where you can smoke, okay? But for this area, why? Because a lot of people, they've been running, they've been walking, they've been playing, trying to take their breath. So they cannot take that while there is someone smoking next to them. All of that, they take care of it. All of that. And you want to go to the restaurant, you want to buy something to eat. The organizing there is actually really remarkable. They try as possible as they can to supply everything while you can have this, let's say, smooth line. You can eat really fast. I thought it's going to be crowded, like in other winter wonderlands in other countries. Some of it in the GCC, if I want to eat something, I have to go there 1 hour before. Here in Kuwait, go 1 minute before and you will get your food on time.
Yes.
And I went also on Friday, and I also went to it on Thursday. I mean, it's most crowded time, but yet I really had a remarkable experience there. And I really advise you to take your daughter, just try to go there, especially these weekdays. It's going to be really unique experience for you.
So as you just said, I think everyone should grab the chance in order for them to go and enjoy, of course, their moment, spending time in Winter Wonderland. Also, one of the things that's really interesting is that actually they provided some stores, more of a, let's say, a cottage, that's a small cottage that's presented for everyone, that they have their own business in order for them to present it for the people who are attending, the ones who would like to take, let's say, souvenirs, something new. You can actually find some shops that is actually providing their own business. So it's very nice and very amazing to see that kind of support that is actually presented.
Really amazing, yes.
And it's very beautiful to see that they're different from each other. You will not see someone repeating, you know, their own different kind of business. But also one of the things that the location that's very beautiful presented is that there is a set of a place or a room called Ghamza, and there where you actually could listen to old music, and there's a big green screen behind you, and you can, let's say, start to dance and imitate, you know, things that you used to do before in the entertainment city. So it's really nice to see that. It's more, really and even the decoration of the place, you know, it's like more of an old radio box or a stereo box, you know, and more of a music, a stereo shape. And you just enter the rooms and enjoy your time with the family and friends.
Yes, it's like mixing the old entertainment city that we used to have mixing it with Kuwait Winter Wonderland to
Yes.
have this remarkable fusion. But what's even more magical about that is, since we have the best winter in the world, GCC countries, we have the best winter in the world. It's not that cold. It's really good weather whenever you want to wear the good outfit that you have. You still have this remarkable experience without, let's say, getting hot.
Yes.
Even if you run, even if you walk really fast to the next game. But what's really magical, when I went to there, I had this different, let's say, different approach, where I had this twinkling lights, the light on the ground, on the trees, on the shops, while it was at night. I have this remarkable experience. I said, okay, next time, even if I don't want to play, I don't want maybe to get really dizzy playing these really fast games. I just want to chill, have fun, as you mentioned. The room where I can have the songs and dance and have fun. I can have this remarkable experience only by going in there. I mean, it won't even cost for a lot of people. I know I've been hearing social media, a lot of people say it's for a lot of people, it's not unaffordable. No, it's actually affordable. I mean, it's the same prices, it's even cheaper than the Western Winterland. Come on, guys, let's mention it. Let's take the truth.
Yeah.
It's not that costly. The games are really fun. It's really easy to pay and to play. It's really easy, and you can only have fun. Just go there, buy some food. The restaurants there are supporting to the local businesses. A lot of people that I know personally from before I went there, I saw them, they're opening business. Well, Abdulatif, I'm opening my own new restaurant, so I'm trying to have my best. They are supporting everyone. They're supporting the visitors who wants to have fun. They are supporting the volunteers. They are supporting the local businesses here for the Kuwaitis. So everything you want is actually there, and it's not
Yes.
that costly. I mean, I can go for only less than 10 KD, go there, have fun, drink, eat, watch the twinkling light, and then I went back to home. Even when I go to some of the malls, I would actually pay more than that just to eat.
Indeed.
Just to eat. I
Yes.
mean, let's mention it. A lot of people say it's non-affordable. No, it is affordable. It's really amazing experience. Really amazing experience of the things that you want to eat, the things that you want to drink. Even if you want to, like, let's say what you usually do, buy some corn, try to walk, see a lot of people having fun experience there, having chit chat with different visitors about what they have. Like, hey, there's a good game there, you should go and try it. Okay, what's the secret? Okay, the secret is try to do it like this, like this. And
Yes.
some of them like to play it for you.
Yeah.
Some
So
of them actually play it
it's
for
more
you
of
just
a,
to win
let's
for the
say,
toy.
a time where you actually socialize with your friends, family, and get that opportunity.
Even with strangers.
Yes.
Yeah, you can actually communicate with them.
Yes.
So it's really a
so
good experience.
grab the opportunity, as we say, and go to Winter Wonderland, Kuwait Winter Wonderland, and enjoy it with your family, friends, and try to associate with people. So that was our first topic for today's episode. We're going to continue more to know more about our second topic, but after this report, so stay tuned with us.
The Al Yarmouk Cultural Center was filled with anticipation as attendees eager to learn more about the ancient Yemeni archaeology with Dr. Muhammad Ali Al-Hajj, an esteemed associate professor of archaeology, took center stage to deliver a lecture titled The Yemeni Archaeological Cultural Heritage. In the dimmed hall, Dr. Al-Hajj passionately illuminated the importance of Yemen's cultural history, emphasizing how its unique geographical location played a crucial role in nurturing a great civilization. With a fascinating display of images, he unveiled ancient cities that bore witness to the richness of Yemen's heritage, weaving a narrative that transcended time. The audience was transported to bygone eras as Dr. Al-Hajj showcased artifacts that predated even the Bronze Age. Each piece demonstrates the Yemeni culture. His words describe the significance of preserving these relics, not merely as objects, but as windows into the soul of an ancient civilization.
I'm here today to talking about reality of Yemeni cultural heritage, especially archaeological culture heritage, especially in Marib and Wadi al-Jawf Governorate.
Today, Dr. Muhammad bin Ali Al-Hajj presented a lecture in Yarmouk Culture Center about the archaeology in Yemen. There is a lot of information about the archaeology in Yemen.
The lecture reached its conclusion as Dr. Al-Hajj underscored the invaluable insights that these artifacts could offer, unraveling the mysteries of old Yemeni traditions and ways of life. He concluded with a fervent call to action, advocating for the protection of these archaeological sites and envisioning them as potential tourist and educational destinations. As the lights brightened and applause echoed through the auditorium, Dr. Al-Hajj opened the floor to questions. The audience, captivated by the revelations, eagerly engaged in a lively Q&A session. Enthusiastic queries filled the air, a testament to the thirst for knowledge ignited by the enthralling journey through Yemen's archaeological past. The El Yarmouk Cultural Center had not only hosted a lecture, but had become a portal to a world long forgotten, sparking a renewed appreciation for the treasures that lay beneath the sands of time.
Welcome back, our dear viewers, as we delve into the second topic for today. A really unique topic related to the ancient and history, and of course the Yarmouk Cultural Center buzzed with the excitement of people gathering to explore the mysterious ancient of Yemen. With us on the Yarmouk Cultural Center, the archaeologist Dr. Muhammad Ali Al-Hajj had this remarkable lecture. As a respected archaeology professor, he took the spotlight for a lecture at the Yemen Archaeological Cultural Heritage to raise the awareness and to let the people more explore about the ancient civilization before in Yemen. And of course, as if it's a really remarkable topic that we're going to delve into. So I'm really excited for it.
Yes, indeed. So it's not something new when it comes into the Yarmouk Cultural Center.
Yes.
They always host such great lectures, especially to educate people. I mean, in different many kind of fields. So archaeology is one of the biggest fields that we have so many people, especially that this kind of specialization was presented, I think, in 2014 in Kuwait University. We didn't used to have an archaeology department, but after, from 2014, if not mistaken, it was actually presented to the public. Therefore, we've seen so many people who are really interested.
So many events, actually.
Yes, and so many people are interested into history and learning more about, ruins and finding these threads when it comes into certain, let's say, cultures, certain regions, certain
other countries.
Yes.
Whenever there is like a national holiday for a country, the Spanish one, the Mexican, the Brazilian, the American, the let's say the British one, they always have this remarkable event from the embassies itself.
Yes.
They actually organize it only in Yarmouk Cultural Center. I don't know why, but it's cultural center. I mean, the name actually explain it.
Yes.
So they have this organizing these types of events. But for now, they have this remarkable event with Dr. Al-Hajj. On the whole, he made this remarkable lecture to raise the awareness more about the Yemen heritage and ancient realm that they have from before, to the artifact, to the history for this civilization not to be destroyed. They try to let's say preserve it and keep it, as in the future it may be a destination to the tourists. And for me personally, I think that inshallah at one day we will see Yemen as our neighbor country rising also on the future. More tourists there, more people there, because for me personally, I went to it years and years before the wars and before everything, having this remarkable experience, magical places there, magical museums, and unfortunately we need more rise in awareness about it, because it's actually for the people who loves history, for the people who loves let's say see the ancient artifact and the ancient history, how it used to be rolling since the Bronze Age. Actually, you will find all of the information about it on this lecture by Dr. Muhammad Ali Al-Hajj. Inside it, giving this remarkable lecture, communicating with the visitors there, with the audience, trying to give them this remarkable experience on inside this place from thousands of years ago until this day he told them like all what they know and all what they need to know about, as it's really remarkable experience.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I wasn't there.
Yes.
I wish if I was there.
Well, you know, I mean, this is something very beautiful presented, as you just said, and it's more for people who are really into, let's say, studying archaeology, and the ones who are really interested in learning more, you know, because we were talking about Bronze Age. It's more of the age that was really, let's say, great, and it was really in the past, and especially if you're talking about Yemeni culture itself. I mean, Yemen was there from the beginning, and so many cultures were associated to it, so many stories that we could actually remember from back in the history where
Yes.
actually it happened and located in Yemen. So having that said, I mean, with Dr. Muhammad Ali Al-Haj, well, he actually had that lecture emphasizing on how important it is to educate people about preserving such a great artifact that was presented of that age, and how challenging it is, though the country is going through circumstances, let's say for instance, but when these circumstances are there, because it's more of, let's say, a trigger and terrifying situation that we don't want any kind of ruins to be actually destroyed or damaged due to the events
Because it
itself.
can never come back and it can never heal from it.
This is something
Yes.
that is actually preserved for a very long time. Having it all presented back on land, everyone is seeing it all back again. It's very challenging to maintain it because, you know, in order for them to know that these treasures are there, especially if they are in the ground, there are now some scanners that they actually provide archaeologists to put them on the floor, on the ground, and then there's a scan that actually sends some kind of vibes and some image if there's a certain, let's say, material or
Relic
something.
or something underneath.
Yes, so it's very beautiful to see how technology was developed nowadays in order for it to assist finding ruins of
We keep
the
finding
past.
actually,
Yeah.
even here in Kuwait. I mean, we keep finding some ancient relic from other civilizations that were, let's say, traveling by to other areas and regions, coming pass through Kuwait. So also this is actually comes belong to the country to preserve it and to, let's say, fight to keep it, fighting time.
Yes.
And when I say fight, which we are actually fighting time to keep it, because time is actually destroying the biggest enemy for relic and for history is
Indeed.
actually time. Time is actually killing people's memory to forget it. Time is actually let's say, descend and let it actually destroyed by itself to nothing. So this is actually why we keep it in a museum, why in the specific places, to preserve the air around it, just to keep it. So as you mentioned, and thank you for that, Hiba, the advance of the technology as the time goes by, more development, or we even find even more and more, not only here in Kuwait, also in GCC countries. So talking about that, even in Yemen, they are keeping fighting something. But when we talk about the civilization, is actually one of the oldest civilization
Yes.
at the Middle East is actually
Yes.
Yemen. No, if I wasn't mistaken about that, the world is actually the Yemeni civilization. And so when we want to talk about history, ancient
Yes.
relics and
Yes.
artifacts, it's actually
Indeed.
coming from them. It's the oldest.
Yes.
And yet it becomes the most expensive, yet it becomes the most desired and wanted from all over the world. A lot of people buy it, a lot of people try to keep it, and there are much of enthusiasts about this history and the relics, trying to just to have it, to see it. Some people just want to see it. How it's still there, how it's the keeping, what's the secret
Yes,
behind it?
and you know what's very interesting about such great lectures that's
Yes.
presented at the Yarmouk Center is that it's actually open for everyone for a whole discussion. Like, you will see the stage presented, the presenter himself, as we said, the archaeologist Dr. Muhammad Al-Haj is there,
Yeah.
showing people about it through the projector itself, through the theater itself, being seated over there, presenting his own piece and his own work, trying to show people how it's very important to observe and to educate them about Yemen's treasure, especially the ancient treasure that was spoken about, the Bronze Age itself, and how conflicting it is, you know, because you are really dealing with delicate items that is needed to be preserved. You know, digging them from the ground is very challenging.
Very
because
challenging,
you are
not to break it.
using, yes, certain, you know, certain kind of vibration could actually immediately
Just the
ruin.
vibration. You actually correct.
Ruined the whole.
Many of it's been destroyed.
Ruined itself.
Yeah, many relics been actually an artifact been destroyed, just a vibration, just if they wanted to find it. So of course this on that we conclude after this remarkable lecture from Hamid Ali Al-Haj, our professor and archaeologist, having this remarkable lecture in Yarmouk Cultural Center. All the thanks for him trying to raise the awareness even more about the other civilization of our neighbors in Yemen. And of course with that we conclude the second topic. After this report we will be back with the third topic, so stay tuned, our dear viewers.
The anticipation spreads through the halls as the doors of the GCC Information Technology and Communication Conference swung open, inviting a flood of professionals, researchers, and enthusiasts into a world of innovation and collaboration. The venue echoed with the hum of conversations, the exchange of ideas, and the promise of cutting-edge breakthroughs. At the heart of the event's essence was the mission to unite information security researchers, practitioners, developers, and users. The GCC conference served as a nexus connecting not only professionals but also fostering an environment conducive to informal exchanges, playing an essential role in producing a new scientific and industrial collaborations. The comprehensive scope of the event stretched across the entire spectrum of information technology and communication security, business continuity management, and risk assessment. From dynamic discussion sessions and insightful case studies to the wisdom imparted by keynote and featured speakers, the conference offered a holistic view. Attendees found themselves immersed in a sea of knowledge, building their IT roadmaps and discovering strategies to enhance the agility and efficiency of their businesses. The exhibition hall, a vibrant hub within the conference, showcased the latest products and services from local, regional, and international companies. Rows of booths presented a dazzling variety of technological marvels: internet security solutions, secure operating systems, virus detection software, biometric authentication, and much more. It was a playground for those seeking the forefront of innovation in communication security, data encryption, disaster planning, and wireless security. As the GCC Information Technology and Communication Conference came to an end, it left in its wake a community enriched by the exchange of ideas, forging the path for a future where technology and security would continue to evolve hand in hand.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Heading towards our third headline, talking more about the conference that was presented through the GCC Information Technology and Communication Conference that was presented. I mean, it's very amazing and very important to have such great conferences because in the end...
Great topic, actually.
Yes,
yeah.
Having people all associated together, the expertise, the ones that has all of the technicians, to be all there and to have that kind of conference to exchange that knowledge.
To exchange the information. And this is the benefits, our viewers, this is the benefits of our show around Kuwait. A lot of people miss these conferences, they don't know about it, and they don't know about the importance of it. How doctors and how, let's say doctors, scientists know and stay up to date to the latest development of the world? By conferences, not by social media. Social media, not all of it is actually true.
Yes.
Most of this information is actually not true. If you want to find something through conferences, and here in Kuwait every year we have hundreds of conferences on different fields, medical, technological, cybersecurity fields, yes, where we can have, let's say for me personally, conference is especially this conference is actually like a nexus, connecting scientists, connecting important people from all over the world and also important people from GCC countries through the information exchange, through the latest development of the world, trying to have it and trying to host it here in Kuwait so they can present it to the public, to the residents, either if it was like, let's say, in the medical field or into the cybersecurity field, or let's say the general technology that you are using on a daily basis on phones or different fields. So when we mention that, we need to mention the latest development, what's happening. Because with that, our life go easier. Our life is actually way easier than 10 years ago.
Right.
I'm not gonna say 20 years ago, 30 years ago. No, I'm saying 10 years ago. 10 years ago, 2013, it's like yesterday.
Yeah.
I was studying high school, it was like definitely like yesterday. Now, it's actually, everything is different. Before, when I wanted to do something, let's say like governmental paperwork, if I wanted to study in the outside, before there was like a huge paperwork, huge things to do, paper getting lost, paper you're trying to find a replacement for it. Now everything you do by your phone. This is by the technology, and this is why we have the GC information technology field. It goes helping the life to be easier. So connected the scientist on the scientific fields, trying to have this information exchange. It was really helpful, and I'm really excited to go even more inside this topic.
Yes, especially that in this conference it was also highlighting and talking more about technology and communication security development in that field itself, because I mean we are facing that from, let's say, the beginning until nowadays, lots of security challenges that faced everyone,
Yes.
especially when it comes into companies and different kind of fields, banks and so on, that they are facing this kind of, let's say, terror, and everyone should maintain it when it comes into that. So having this conference is one of the keys in order for people to know more about the updates that's happening when it comes into such circumstances, trying to develop these kind of, let's say, development when it comes into using technology, and trying to ease it when it comes into finding it all possible, even when it comes into the security point. I mean, you've talked and highlighted more about, let's say, the most important details, especially when we're talking about
Cybersecurity.
Yes,
it's really important.
Yeah, and it's very challenging. And I mean, us as normal people are really facing this kind of problem, unfortunately.
Yes, by SMS every 3
being
minutes.
hacked and having problems,
Yeah.
and so many friends that we have and associate sending messages. Do not open the link through the WhatsApp, or if anyone is talking to you, don't respond, because
Every
we are
day
being
actually
hacked.
have it.
Yeah, so unfortunately, these kind of things are actually associated and being presented. So having that said, having these conferences is very important. It's not just for normal people, but it's also for big companies, because in the end, you're not dealing with no normal amount of payment or normal amount of people, but you're dealing with a lot of huge people risking
A
it
huge loss,
through,
actually, after you mentioned the loss.
risking it through with the company itself. So yeah, it's very challenging, but in the end, again, these kind of conferences are really important to have and explore these kind of relation and information.
Yes, and this conference has actually served the people through the scientific collaboration, scientist collaboration between them. So we can have even more industrial innovations, more inventions, more ideas that's going to be brought to life. So it will help to secure the world even more. When we want to talk about cybersecurity and technology, security is actually really important. When you mentioned is a lot of people getting scammed, a lot of people getting through the SMS. Every 3 minutes, we have a couple of SMS that says this. Do not open this link, or you are actually the winner of something. Open this link. All of it are scam. All of our scams. So people through this conference is actually they are trying to use AI to detect it and to destroy these types of messages that we are having. So it won't be directed to you. And if it was directed to you, please do not open it. Please make sure connect the official area so you can know all about it. So it's actually really great having these conferences. I'm really grateful to it. So for our viewers, try to keep up with it as possible as you can, so we can have even more information on the future.
Yes, and especially, Abdul Latif, talking about that, I mean, one of the challenges thing is when you enter a website and it's very, let's say, authentic, and it doesn't show that it's going to be hacked. Especially that for me, I was going to pay some fees to the Ministry of Interior, and I was really shocked to see that the sign was actually popped, and I have to pay a fee, a certain amount of fee. And I was like, why is it happening? Like 250 KD for a certain, let's say, blog. And I was like, what's wrong? And then I understood that it was an image, and the website is actually, you could just, let's say, click it. Yes, it was a scam, imagine. And
a lot of people actually fell through with it.
And because it looks so authentic that you don't feel that it's a scam. And then I realized that there are two bars, in the beginning, and then I just clicked the X button and it would just disappear. Then I was like, oh my God, you could have been hacked easily. So challenging,
Yeah.
but having these kind of conferences with professional, let's say people, technicians, the ones that are really into the field itself is very important, because they're not only about security and scams, but they're also into the development that happens for different kind of technology and to
Exactly.
ease in life itself. I mean, even payment methods are very important to be, let's say, raised and aware in order for people to, let's say,
to be legit.
Yes,
It's really important.
Indeed.
So with that, we can actually conclude the whole episode. In conclusion, really fast, brief. Let's make it a little bit short because I think we are out of time. So for the first topic, we talked about the Kuwait Winter Wonderland, the magical place that a lot of people are trying to visit. The most important thing we mentioned is actually, my colleague Eva mentioned that in the next few weeks,
Yes.
it's exams, it's not that crowded, so try to go.
Yes,
It's really
indeed.
important.
As for our second headline, we talked more about Yemen Bronze Age hidden treasure, especially with Dr. Mohammed Ali Al Haj at the Yarmouk
remarkable
Culture
lecture.
Center.
Yes, the remarkable lecture by Dr. Archaeologist Dr. Mohammed Ali Al Haj, a remarkable topic that we discussed about. And for the third topic, we talked about the GCC conference and technological cybersecurity communication conference that had information security collaboration between the scientists. A really remarkable conference. Thank God that we have it. Thanks to the governmental entities and all the organizers who went through with it. A remarkable topic.
Yes, indeed. And with that, dear viewers, we're towards the end of today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed watching us.